This video is full of spoilers for Hades 1 and 2. Viewer. Hades 2 is going to be Game of the Year whenever it comes out. And if you just wanted to hear that, congratulations, now just clam, because I need to talk at length about Hades 2. And before I do that, let me welcome you to the garbage that I call my YouTube channel, and I hope you're having a good time, fun time, and if you aren't, you have came to the right place, because we will be talking about Hades 2. But first, let's talk about how I got into Hades. One day, one of my friends messages me, he's like, hey bro, I want to play Hades, I think you'll fucking love it. And you know, he was right. Hades is not a game I was planning on playing because I was kind of skeptical of it. Because when I heard about Hades, they said the story is non-linear and it progresses when you die. And when I heard that, it didn't really make sense to me. I'm like, how can story progress every time you die? It didn't really make any sense. And I just kept my distance from it because I was kind of skeptical. It wouldn't be that good. Maybe people are just overhyping it. No, they were not overhyping it. And when I played Hades 1, I thought this is kind of lightning in a bottle kind of deal. I don't think you can make it better. I don't think you can reiterate on this formula. I was wrong. So very wrong. Because Hades 2 is not only better than Hades 1, also bigger, and it makes everything just way more good. Even gameplay. Like I thought the gameplay in Hades 1 was perfect. I didn't think you could make it better, but oh, again, I was wrong. Hades 2 gameplay is better. Because in Hades 1, you're just zipping around. Zagreus is very dash happy. You can zip around and go like zoom, zoom, zoom. You can even get 5 dashes, or maybe even like 6 with the Hermes boon. And you can like dash so many times in a row, and it just becomes like a joke where it should have been a tragedy, because you know it's a Greek story. Anyway, jokes aside, in Hades 2 you can only dash once, and after dashing you sprint, and you have to wait between your dashes. It becomes very crucial for you to check your placement. It makes the game way harder, and everything in Hades 2 also hits way harder. Hades 2 is a harder game than Hades 1 was. It is more methodical. You have to care about your placement, and a lot of boons that were overpowered or that carried your ass are gone from the second game. You can say bye-bye to Athena, Ares, and Dionysus. Say bye. But the story, again, it's non-linear. And in other roguelike games or even Souls-like games, when you die in those games, story doesn't progress. It halts in its place unless you make back where you were and progress further than that. But in Hades 2, it doesn't matter where you die. It doesn't matter where you are when you meet your untimely or timely demise. Ha ha ha. And the story still progresses, and the story, let me tell you, the story and the detail that are in this game are way better than so many other games that are even finished. And this is still in early access, not even finished, and the story is so good. And the villain is just perfect. Kronos is a petty asshole, and I love him. He even comes around to mock you from time to time. He's like, granddaughter, look at these slick moves. I'm hitting the greedy granddaughter. He hits the greedy on her dead body. First game only had one route, and now it has 2 routes where you're going down and up and left. They're saying they're going to add a 3rd route, and I have a kind of suspicion where they might start it. They might start it from where Eris stands. Behind her is a red door that's locked. That's flooded right now, which might get unflooded in the later updates. They're saying they want to add a 3rd route, and that's where I think it will be. See, like in the first game there was only 1 route, and in the second game there's going to be 3, and even that single route is longer than the complete route from Hades 1. So people have a complaint with the Underworld route where they're saying the 3rd area of the game is way easier than the second one. And I kind of agree with that, but also I think why it's easy. It has to do with balance changes, right? When you're playing Hades 2 and you reach Tartarus, which is the 4th area of the game, you're probably going to be like, I can't get any boons from playing this. That's why they had to balance it out. They had to give you more boons in Area 3 somehow to make you strong enough that you can fight Area 4 without getting any new boons, and you can just reach Kronos without getting any more power-ups after that point. And I think it is a good balance change. Before you get rammed by Kronos very hard, they give you a little bit of downtime. And 3rd area boss is also easier than the second boss. I defeated him my first try because his attacks are very telegraphed, but he makes up with the damage. Sometimes his attacks are janky. Again, early access difficulties, you will get hit by him even when you're not supposed to. And even in 4th boss fight, it's phase 2, there's also another bug where you can get one shot by Kronos even when you're not supposed to get hit. And the funniest part to me when I was playing Hades 2, right, when I reached Kronos for the first time, I beat his ass and I'm like, haha, old man, now what do you say? And the second phase comes up, I'm like, god dang it. And the story of this game is basically, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? But it's on me, I should have expected the second phase, because in the first game there's also 2 phases to the final boss. There's not enough praises I can sing of this game. And while we're talking about singing, let's talk about the second boss of this game. Skill and the Sirens are the best boss I've ever encountered in any game, hands down. I don't even have hands right now. If I did, I'd be picking them up and putting them down, like hands down. Best boss I've ever had encountered in my whole life. Skill and the Sirens is just my favorite. One of their songs is like, I will claw out your eyes and drown you to death. And I'm like, you can claw out my eyes and drown me to death. And then when she goes like, oh really? I'm like, I lied, as I always have. I'm not going to let you ruin my run. I'm going to reach Kronos and get my ass beat by Grandpa. I love him. I love so many. The bosses in this game are better than they were in the first game, which I didn't expect. Again, you know, I'm like, oh, I didn't really expect it to be better than the first game. Boom. It is bigger and better than the first game in every aspect. Bigger story, bigger areas, more gameplay variety coming soon. There are many weapons. My favorite are torches. People don't like torches. I'm gonna burn you with this torches, motherfucker, if you say anything to slander these torches. Because they are my favorite. They're my best friends. I like a lot of roleplay opportunities as well with them, because, you know, your headmistress Hecate, your teacher, also uses the umbral flames. My god, the characters are so good in this game. There's so many of them. Nemesis, he's one of the newer ones. I'm like, damn, he can step on me. And there's Hecate. I'm like, damn, you can step on me. There's Lord Moros. And I'm like, Lord Moros, haha, yeah. Keep talking, I'm definitely listening to you. Haha. Anyways, you wanna go hop in a bath with me, Lord Moros?
I don't see why not.
It's so good. This game is so good. It doesn't. If it was Moros Bath Simulator 24/7, I would still this game 10 out of 10. And my favorite one from the newer cast is Dora. Dora the Explorer, best girl. People are like, damn, I want to date Dora. I'm like, sure, leave Dora alone. She's the sassy ghost. I love her so much. And there are new faces. We can talk about the new boons before, but we gotta talk about the ones that are not here anymore. Dionysus, Ares, Athena, they're not here anymore, because they were the most OP boons from the last game, and the developers of this, they wanted to shake things up. That's why they didn't include them in, and none of the boons returned from last game. All of them are altered in some shape or form. Poseidon, who's one of the returning ones, gets splash damage rather than knock away. Like, there is some knock away, but he gets splash damage. Zeus gets we have Doom at Home. It's called Blitz, but it's like Doom at Home, but it's worse than Doom. I wish it was better. Very weak right now. Aphrodite, she's also kind of switched up, but she's very strong as well. And the newer ones are amazing. As Apollo has a really great cost. Hestia, again, great boons. Hephaestus, my favorite. Hera's like, I don't really like her. They're very strong still. I don't like her. She inflicts hits where you can hit multiple enemies at the same time. And pretty good, but not good as Hephaestus. I like blowing them up. Then Hestia has fire, which takes a long time to kill with the fire, basically. They're dying a very slow and painful death. Just like in real life. Pretty realistic, innit? And I really love the non-hostile NPCs they have added to the Underworld. When you go there and you can get a free room. There's Arachne, Narcissus, Echo, and Hades himself. When I first saw Hades, I cried. I'm like, sir, I love you so much. What happened, Dad? Why are you like this? I'm gonna kill Kronos for you. He's depressed. Poor Hades. Love him so much. I don't know why depressed. And Narcissus is voiced by the same guy who voices Zagreus and Skelly. And like, this guy, oh my god. And I feel like without Darren Korb, these games wouldn't be what they are. So like, respect to Darren Korb. He not only voices, 3 characters, he also provides the banger music to this game. I really love the music. I was saying before, Kill and the Sirens, one of my favorite bosses ever. And the part of that is their music. And Darren Korb, he also produced that music. Is so good. Such an amazing man, such a talented personality. W, big props to him. I think he's a very good, very talented music. And Narcissus, he sounds like Keanu Reeves to me. I wonder if they just go and slap Keanu Reeves there. It would be funny. And Arachne is also my favorite. People are saying, oh, Arachne's not that good late game, and I'm like, leave her alone. I always visit her whenever I get the time. She's my favorite. Sometimes we gotta sort our priorities out, and this little lady is my priority. And there's also some drama surrounding Hades too, and I want to kind of dispel that. And People are saying Hades 2 is woke. I mean, where were you when you played the first game? And I don't think it's woke as much as you're just stupid. They were so they're slandering Hestia's design. I'm like, leave my grandma alone. When I first saw Hestia's design, it was outside the game. I hadn't played the early access myself when I first saw it, and I was like, that's kind of a weird design. But when you play the game yourself and you heard the voice and you're like, okay, that voice does matches the portrait. I have no problems anymore. So maybe try playing the game yourself. Another controversy is Herpes is Asian looking, and I'm like, what are you talking about? He looks Greek. A lot of people in this game are either olive or sun-kissed. They are like kind of tanned. Their skin color, you know, as it's tanned. The majority of them are tanned. Okay, I don't know where you were during the first game because majority of them, again, tanned. And they're saying, oh, his eyes are slanted. He was just like that in the first game as well. I don't know where was your outrage back then. And if you think that these guys are an Asian trait, I think you're kind of racist again, because I've had friends who are not Asian have this like slanted, you know, like the eyes, they're like downward or slanted, and I think, you know, it's just a human eye. Human can have these eyes. It's not an Asian trait. Anybody can have them, and you can fight me. I don't care. And another point always these people bring up is like, woke people hate beautiful women. They don't want beautiful women with fat tits in their game. And then you look at Aphrodite. She's a beautiful woman with fat tits and she's in this game. How can it be woke then, huh? I don't get it. I don't get it. This game isn't woke. And if you try to fight me, I will come to your house, drink all of your water, and eat all of your toilet paper, and you won't be able to wipe your ass with anything, and you won't be able to drink anything because I drank all your water and eat all your toilet paper. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I don't think it's woke. And again, if they're like, oh, you can date Nemesis, or I think that's just role playing. If you're already in that crowd and you're like, oh, I want to romance Lord Morals, that's kind of gay. So, you know, you're going romancing Nemesis. So it's like role playing. As a guy, you're romancing a girl, okay? I like role-playing. I don't know why you're taking problem with it. I don't know why you're scared of gay people. I don't see a problem. They're just existing. Wokeness to me is when somebody does performative activism, because then I'm like, you're just saying shit to say shit, and you don't even care. You just want to seem like you're a good person. That's what to me is woke, when they're just doing tokenism and shit. And I don't think Hades as a game does stuff to just do it tokenismly. They do it because they want to do it, and it's just a part of their thing. You know what? Zeus turned into a bird and fucked a woman. And I don't know why you have a problem with a woman fucking a woman when a guy turned into a duck fucked a woman. I don't get it. You have a bigger problem to fight than two women's making out, okay? I don't know why I said two women's. I'm kind of stupid as well. Don't worry about me. But yeah, I don't think it's woke. I think it is what it is, you know? Gay people exist. It's not woke to be gay. I don't know, man. If you hate gay people, that sounds kind of gay to me. Maybe you are one of those homophobic homos, you know, closeted homophobic homos. That's the thing. It's a very real thing. Maybe you're one of them. Maybe you're gay. And if you're fighting me right now, going, I'm not gay. You're gay. Everybody's gay. All of us are gay. Don't try to be mean to Hestia, Herpes, Arachne, or anybody in this game, because I'm gonna beat you with a stick, and you're not gonna like it. But I hope you liked the video. And I hope you had a good time, fun time watching this, as I have a good time, fun time playing Hades. And if you're not playing Hades 2, I suggest you should. Everybody should play Hades 2 once. Hades 1 also once. It's a game everybody needs to experience because it's just that good. It's going to win Game of the Year. It already is my Game of the Year, even though it's not out. And I hope you like what you saw. If you like, press the like button. If you didn't like it, press the dislike button. I don't care. And this was Apple. And I will see you when I see you next. This is my exit scam to the news.
I ought to have you chained and taught.